Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see how to use the WhatsApp Cloud API. So if you haven't watched first two videos of mine, so please go and watch, because in the first video I give a small introduction about the WhatsApp Cloud API and how it works, and the second video I set up the WhatsApp Cloud API and I send the request from the cloud as well as a Postman to the WhatsApp. In this video we are going to see these things. If you have set up everything correctly, you can directly click 4 minutes 15 seconds and you can watch the video from there. So first one, where is the Cloud API document, right? So after that we will go one by one, and finally I will tell you how we can use the Postman collection to send the request. Okay, first we focus on the first one. Where is the Cloud API document? So I just go to that Google and I click a new tab. Here I am searching and you can see, click this first link, Meta for developers. So if you haven't logged in through your Facebook, just click and log in. So I already log in, so I just can directly click my apps. You can see in the right top. So after that you can see there are one option, that's documents. Just click these documents. This is the documentation page for the Facebook developers. So nowadays it's Meta developers. You can see in the middle of the page business messaging, and the first one WhatsApp business platform. Just click this one. You can see after you click the WhatsApp business platform, in this page you can able to see three options. One is Cloud API, second one is on-premises API, and third one is business management API. So now you have to click the Cloud API. Just click that one. So as well as I am going to give this link into the bottom of the description. You can directly click that and you can navigate and read the document. Now I am again go to the presentation. So you can see in the second one, move the collection to the Postman, right? So now I am going to this Cloud API and you can see I click this one and open into the new tab. And here I just click this one. This is the one I created in the second video. So as well as I am going to open the Postman. So this is my Postman. So those who don't know about Postman, just go and search and you can able to get. It's a very easy tool, so you don't need to worry about that. So again I am going here and you can see this is my dashboard. So after the dashboard you can see there are WhatsApp. I expand this one and I just click get started. So after the second video you can able to get this page. So you can see move the collection to the Postman, right? So here I just select one mobile number and I just click run in Postman. You can see this is loading the Postman in the Google Chrome. So I am going to fork this collection. So I want to give the workspace. So now I am going to the Postman and you can see there are one option called workspace. I click this workspace and click new workspace, and here I am giving, so summary is working with APIs and visibility is a team. So after that I don't need any team members to allow to work with this my project. I just click create workspace. You can see workspace is created, right? So if you select this workspace, you can able to see WhatsApp Cloud API collection. So this is a workspace I have created previously. So now I am going to this page and you can see I click this one. So you can see the new workspace is not getting updated. I just reload this one. So I click, you can see now it's available WhatsApp Cloud API collection. I just click this one. So after that the label I am going to give my name and WhatsApp. I just click for collection. So I don't want this one. I close this one and after that I close this one as well. You can see I am going to expand this one Cloud API. So here they providing all the documentation, but I don't want this all the documentation. I only want the API collection which I have mentioned here, right? Move collection to the Postman. So you can see this is the workspace which we are created and selected to fork the Cloud API collection. So inside here you can see this Cloud API contains the document as well as the API request. There are one option called API reference. So this is the one is important because this is the one contains all the API request which will be going to use in the future. If you expand this one, folder wise, you can see this is for the registration, and this is for the account migration and media, message, business profile, two-step verification, WhatsApp subscription. So everything is contains perfect manner. So these are the API which is available. So if you expand this one, you can see this is the registration, right? First, if you expand the first one, right? So this is a post request. You can see this is register phone number, and as well as they providing one example. So if you open this example, you can able to see, you can see the path here as well, right? So if you click the headers, you can see this is a BRR and content type is a JSON, and if it's content type is JSON, which means the body contains the JSON type, right? So you can see the product is WhatsApp and the pin number is 12356, right? So here you can see if it is successful, the status code is 200, right? So normally we are using 200 as a success status code, and the JSON response as success, right? Such a boolean value, we are getting the true, right? And if you see in the post request, right, you can see this is our URL, right? Our base URL. So after the base URL, you can able to see the version, right? So which version, if you go to your dashboard, right, you can able to see the version is this one, right? 13.0, right? This is the version, right? So if you click again, then phone number ID, you can see this is the ID and this is the phone number, right? You can able to see in the phone number ID here as well, right? So this one and this one is similar one. So I'm just telling for the example, right? So now I am going to the register phone number. So if you minimize this one and expand the re-register one, so you can see this version and the phone number ID, right? So if you can able to see in the right top, there are one eye icon, right? So you can see environmental quick look, right? So if you click this one, you can see this is empty, right? No active environmental, right? So at the same time, while we are click this run in Postman, that's we are fork the collection from the cloud API to our workspace, as well as you can see in the left, right, there are one option called environmental, right? So environments, if you click this environments, you can able to see globals and the cloud API, right? So cloud API is the one which we are using here, right? You can see this cloud API environmental is here, right? So if you click this one, you can able to see the all the IDs, right? Business ID, phone number ID, you can see other variable as well. If you go to the collection again, right? So I click this one, version and the phone number, right? You can able to see I am getting one error message, not error message, actually this is warning message, right? Unsolved variable, right? Actually we are transferring the request and the environmental from the portal to the Postman, but it is showing, you can see unsolved variable, right? Because we have to enable that one, right? I just go to the environmental and I click the cloud API, and you can see these are the parameters, right? So I just want to click, you can see there are one tick, right? So I want to set tick active. If I click active, right, then only I can able to go to the collection and I can see, right? If I hold the mouse, you can see I am getting the green tag, right? So initial is 12 and current is 12 and the scope is environmental, right? So on the phone number ID as well, right? So this is the phone number ID 11020, right? Which we can see here, right? 11020, right? Now we are connecting everything, right? Only using this click, right? So now our collection is matched with this environment, right? So now we can send the request to the WhatsApp, right? And those who haven't subscribed my channel, please click the subscribe button and subscribe. So this is the only help I am requesting you guys, and please make sure to subscribe my channel, and thank you so much. So, and another thing I am going to tell you, have to notice here, this temporary access token only available for 23 hours. So sometime you are working today and tomorrow you will go into click this WhatsApp, right? I mean click this send request, you will get the authorization error, right? So, and another thing I am telling you guys, so if you get any of the error message, you must get error numbers, right? So just go to the documentation, and here you can see this is a cloud API, right? So here you can see the error codes, right? I just opened this error code in the new tab. You can see these are the error codes they are providing. So just imagine I am getting 100 error code, right? I just have to control F here and search for the 100, and you can see right? 100 parameter is invalid. So whenever you get parameter is invalid as a response, you have to make sure you have to attach the correct parameter, right? So, and as well as you can see other error numbers, right? 190 for the access token has expired, right? So if your access token is expired, which mean, right? So if you go to the environment, right? I go to the environment and click the cloud, you can see, right, user access token, right? So if is it expired, then you have to change here, right? So you have to copy, and you have to, what you have to do is simple, you have to refresh this one, and in case if it's expired, right, so you have to refresh this one and copy this one using this click, and you have to paste Ctrl A and paste it, right? That's all. So in this video, my focus is to give you understanding about this WhatsApp Cloud API collection. In order to send a message, there are one things called templates, right? So first one, we have to initialize our conversation with our customer, right? So for that one, we have to create a template. So you can see step 2, send the message with API, right? To send test message, copy this command, paste into the terminal and press enter. To create your own message template is nothing, actually conversation with our customer, right? You can see if you click this one, just I'm going to click this one, right? Open a new tab. This is the one I mentioned in fourth, create a custom message templates, right? These are the templates available, right, in the WhatsApp, right? You can able to see, in order to create a template, you can see in the right top, create message template. I just click this one. You can choose these templates among these categories, right? So if you want to reply to your customer auto reply, you have to choose this one, right? So this one is ticket update, this is for shipping date, this is for payment, right? Likewise, you have to choose. I'm going to choose this one, right? So for the example, I am going to click ticket update. So after that, you can see we have to give one name, right? Name your message template. Here, naming the template, you have to give a unique name, right? For just imagine I'm having a bus booking system, right? So bus underscore booking ticket message, right? You can see bus underscore booking underscore ticket underscore message, right? So here I have to choose the language. So if you are focusing in your country, you can use your own language, right? I mean your mother tongue. But here I'm going to give select in English, right? So I just click English. So you can, that everything is fine, I just click English, that's fine. And you can add other language as well, right? You can see this is supporting for the other things as well, right? So I just click Arabic and I just keep it as in English, right? So after you finish this one, you can able to see this continue. I just click this continue, and here you can see in the right side there are one preview option, right? So while we are typing here, that preview will change. For example, I just click the header, and if you want to add the header as a text message, you have to do like this, right? Hello, right? So this is the header, right? So I'm creating one template, right? So you can see bus seat com, right? Bus seat com PVT limited, right? So after that, the body, right? Here I just type so you can see, and your booking ID, I just providing the booking ID, right? That's all. And after that, you can see if you won't add any footer, right? Footer mean in the bottom, right? So I just click this one, thank you, right? Thank you for your booking, or something like that, whatever. You can see in the footer, this is adding in very light text, right? So after that, if you won't add any buttons, you can add the button as well. For example, so in case if the customer facing any difficulties in the time, you have to give the customer to send the response to you, right? So I just click call to action, and in here you can add 2 button maximum. For example, if I click this one, 2 is the maximum, right? So here I am going to give the button text call and cancel or something like that, and the country code, right? So I am living in Sri Lanka, right? So I just click here, and the phone number I just give my number, and here view action website, right? So the button text is check the booking, right? So URL static or dynamic, you can do whatever you want, right? So I just copy this, just imagine I'm going to copy this text and paste it here, right? So after you click this one, you can able to see this is update like this, right? So this is the message. Actually you are creating this message, right? So after everything is finished, go to the top, the submit is not working. Actually, why is that, right? So if you complete this one, actually I completed everything, but it's still not visible to add sample, right? I don't know what is wrong with this message. Actually I added everything, but I am facing this kind of issue to add the sample, right? Actually after I change the settings to dynamics, then only it's getting updated. So you can see I just click this to dynamic or whatever you want, and I just click submit, right? So if I click the submit, this is language asking confirm which language you are submitting. I just click English and I just confirm this one. So after you confirm this one content was made, any or new edit content will automatically be submitted for review, right? So you can see other things are, right, you can see in the green tag, right? But our new message is not in the green tag, which means this is still in the approve process. So I just click the reload and reload this one. Yeah, now you can see this is updated. Header this one, body is this one, footer is this one. So right, so this is how they are creating template. So you guys see, actually I am facing issue for past 3 days. So I am getting this unknown error. Actually they are not providing any of the exact error message or exact error code. I can't move forward because of this error. So I am trying to fix this error as soon as possible. After that I will release my video. So this is the only help I am requesting from you guys. So I will fix as soon as possible and I will release the next video. And as of now, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. So if you haven't subscribed my channel, please make sure to subscribe my channel. So this is the only help I am requesting you guys, and thanks a lot and thank you so much.